So here's a question for you. Are you really using AI, or does it feel like AI is kind of using you? Today, we're going to move way beyond just asking it for simple stuff. We're talking about how to actually lead with AI. We're going to break down 5 super specific, high-impact prompts that will totally transform the way you work. Let's dive in. All right, check this out. This right here shows a huge gap in how we're all using AI. So a recent study found that a whopping 88% of marketers are playing around with AI tools. But get this, only 26% say it's actually a real embedded part of how they work. See what's happening? We're all experimenting, right? But very, very few of us are making it a system. And that gap? Well, that's where all the inefficiency is hiding. And today, we are going to close it. But what if you could actually close that gap? Well, a CMO named Nicola Ziady says she did exactly that. She figured out 5 core prompts that took her team from just messing around with AI to strategically leading with it. So let's break down her exact playbook. Okay, but before I just give you the 5 prompts, we have to talk about the secret sauce. You know, the framework that makes them work so well. Because honestly, once you get this part, you'll be able to write killer prompts for pretty much anything.
It's simple, really. Every great prompt has these 3 parts. First, you assign it a role. You tell the AI who it is, like act as a competitive intelligence analyst. Simple enough. Second, you define the job. Give it a really specific task, like identify messaging gaps. But this third part, this is the one most people totally miss, and it's where the magic happens. You have to add a constraint. You tell the AI what not to do. Seriously, that is the secret to getting truly exceptional results.
All right, so we've got the framework down. Now let's actually put it to work. The first couple of prompts we're going to look at are all about sharpening your intelligence gathering and building some really efficient systems. We'll start with one of the most common, and sometimes tedious, jobs any leader has to do. Just think about how you do competitive intelligence right now. You know, someone on your team probably scans a competitor's website, maybe checks their social media. It's slow, it's all manual, and let's be real, it rarely gets below the surface to what actually matters. It's all reactive work, right? Well, we are about to completely change that. Okay, so this prompt completely transforms your approach. It tells the AI to be an analyst and find those messaging gaps. But look closely at that constraint. Assume I'm presenting this to my leadership team tomorrow morning. Wow, that one little line forces the AI to stop just giving you a laundry list of facts and start delivering insights that are ready for a decision. That right there is the difference between just data and real strategy.
And the results? They can be incredibly powerful. For Nicola's team, this exact prompt uncovered an insight so clear, so profound, that it became the theme for their entire next campaign. See, that's the difference between just getting information and getting true intelligence. And that's the power of a really, really well-crafted prompt.
All right, let's talk about the next problem. That feeling like you're always playing catch-up. You know the drill. You find out about some huge market shift because someone forwards you an article. By the time it hits your inbox, you're already a step behind. Well, this next prompt is all about getting ahead of the curve. This prompt basically puts you in the driver's seat. You tell the AI to be an analyst and proactively scan for major shifts. Now, the super important constraint here is, do not give me generic trend observations, because without that, you're just going to get useless fluff like AI is disrupting marketing. Yeah, no kidding. With it, you get specific actionable signals that you can actually do something with.
I love this quote because it just perfectly captures the feeling you get from this prompt. It's like having your own personal analyst who reads literally everything overnight and then briefs you at 8 a.m. sharp. I mean, come on, that is an absolute game changer for staying ahead of the competition.
Okay, now for a problem that I know absolutely devours your team's time. You publish a fantastic blog post, and now what? Someone has to manually, and I mean painstakingly, chop it up into social posts, an email, a video script, you name it. It takes hours, and it's all because there's no system. Well, guess what? This next prompt is the system. I'm not kidding. This prompt is the system. You feed it one single long-form piece of content, and it spits out 5 different formats in one go. The constraints here are your brand's formatting rules, things like the hook has to be in the first line, or always end with a question. And this is what takes the whole process from, say, 3 or 4 hours of manual work down to less than 30 minutes. And just look at what you get. The output is a complete content package. We're talking one prompt, one article, and boom. You get a LinkedIn post, an email newsletter, a bunch of social posts, a script for a YouTube short, and even a great poll quote. It's all there, ready to go. This is how you build a real content engine and just amplify your message with almost no extra effort.
Okay, so we've covered intelligence and we've covered systems. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the human side of leadership. These next two prompts are designed to tackle those higher-level challenges, like managing your team and communicating up to the boardroom.
You know, the hardest part of being a leader often isn't the strategy, is it? It's the people. And when you know you have to have one of those difficult conversations, how do most of us prepare? We just worry about it, right? We let it churn in our stomachs. This prompt is designed to help you move past that anxiety and into productive action. So with this one, you ask the AI to act like an executive coach. It helps you script out an opening line, what questions to ask, even how to wrap it up. But again, look at that critical constraint. This is not a performance management script. That single sentence changes everything. It transforms the output from that cold, robotic HR speak into warm, empathetic coaching language, the kind that actually builds trust and helps people grow. It's about being a coach, not just a manager.
Okay, deep breath. We have arrived at the final and I think the most powerful prompt of them all. Seriously, if you only take one single thing away from our time together today, make it this one. This is the prompt that truly elevates you from being a manager into a strategic leader. I guarantee every leader listening has been in this exact situation. You've got your dashboards, your reports, you are swimming in data. But your leadership team, your board, they don't just want the raw numbers. They want to know what the numbers mean. They want the story. And this next prompt helps you tell that story beautifully. What this prompt does is it translates all your data into a really compelling narrative. It takes your raw numbers and turns them into a tight, 5-minute verbal briefing that's structured perfectly for an executive audience. But the thing that makes it so incredibly strategic is this final component. Just look at that last part of the prompt. By asking the AI to generate this question for you, you're doing something profound. You're not just reporting on what happened in the past. You are anticipating what comes next. You're signaling to everyone in that room that you are thinking on their level, that you're focused on the future of the business, you are leading the conversation, not just responding to it.
So there you have it. Those are the 5 prompts that can fundamentally change how you lead with AI. But knowing them is one thing, actually using them is something else entirely. So the goal here is for you to put just one of them into practice, like today. Let's do a quick recap of your new toolkit. Okay, here it is, your new AI toolkit, all laid out. Run that competitive intelligence prompt right before your next strategy review. Start every Monday morning with the trend scan. Use the content engine every single time you publish new content. Prepare for that tough conversation with the leadership coaching prompt, and absolutely elevate your next leadership meeting with the board narrative. Think of these as your new secret weapons.
And that brings us right to the final question, which is really more of a call to action for you. Just look at this list one more time and ask yourself this: which one of these prompts solves the single biggest headache you are dealing with right now? Find it, pick that one, and put it to work today. It's time to start leading with AI, not just using it.